Imagine waking up to the news that your country could be annexed, absorbed into a larger, more powerful neighbor against its will. That's the shockwave hitting Canada today as former central banker Mark Carney storms onto the political scene, taking control of a party on the brink of collapse and emerging as the next prime minister. But his battle isn't just against political opponents, it's against a seismic shift in North America's geopolitical landscape, driven by none other than Donald Trump. Welcome to Focal Point, where we break down the biggest political stories with in-depth analysis you won't find anywhere else. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Now let's dive into this urgent and unprecedented situation unfolding in Canada. In an unprecedented landslide victory, Mark Carney has seized leadership of his party and is now preparing to take the reins of Canada. Despite his deep experience in global finance as the former governor of both the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England, Carney is a political newcomer. But politics in Canada has been upended, and with Trump reigniting economic tensions and even suggesting that Canada could become the 51st U.S. state, experience in finance might be exactly what the country needs. The atmosphere in Ottawa is electric. Carney took the stage to accept his new role, and with it, the immediate challenge of proving his leadership in a deeply divided nation. The media frenzy behind him is a testament to the significance of this moment, not just for Canada, but for the world. The reason? A trade war unlike anything seen before. Trump's aggressive economic policies are already wreaking havoc on Canada's economy, and now his inflammatory rhetoric is raising alarms over sovereignty itself. Carney has made one thing clear: he will not let Canada become America's 51st state. But his leadership comes with a steep challenge. The Conservative Party, led by Pierre Poilievre, still holds a lead in the polls, albeit a shrinking one. Once seen as a party clinging to power after 3 terms in office, the Liberals now find themselves with a sudden surge of momentum. The political landscape has shifted from concerns over housing prices and inflation to an existential fight for Canada's future. With his new mandate, Carney is expected to call for a snap general election within days. Why? Because he currently holds no seat in the House of Commons and needs a public mandate to govern effectively. His strategy is clear: leverage his economic credentials and international experience to convince Canadians that he is the only leader capable of standing up to Trump and safeguarding the nation's independence. Carney's experience as a technocrat and central banker is both his greatest strength and a potential vulnerability. Supporters argue that his leadership of 2 of the world's most important financial institutions uniquely positions him to navigate Canada through turbulent economic times. Detractors, however, claim that his lack of political experience makes him untested in the ruthless world of electoral politics. Can he withstand the pressure of an election campaign? Can he connect with everyday Canadians who are more concerned about the cost of living than international finance? The Conservative Party, meanwhile, has already launched its attacks, branding Carney an elitist and tying him closely to outgoing Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Their message is simple: Carney is, just like Justin, a continuation of the leadership that has, in their view, failed to prioritize economic prosperity. But with Carney's extensive experience managing economies at the highest levels, that attack might not land as effectively as they hope. At the heart of this political storm is an undeniable truth: Canadians are facing an uncertain future. The country has long depended on its free trade agreements with the U.S., agreements that Trump is now tearing apart. This moment isn't just about choosing a prime minister. It's about choosing a vision for the country's survival. The stakes couldn't be higher. With Carney looking to solidify his position and the Conservatives mounting a fierce challenge, the next election. But there's another factor at play: the role of younger voters. Millennials and Gen Z have increasingly become a political force in Canada, and their concerns extend beyond traditional economic issues. Climate change, social justice, and international stability are key priorities for younger demographics. Will Carney's technocratic, globalist approach resonate with them, or will Poilievre's anti-elite messaging capture their frustration with the establishment? The generational divide could play a significant role in shaping the election outcome. Additionally, Canada's international allies are watching closely. If Carney wins and takes a firmer stance against Trump's economic aggression, We could see strengthened ties with the European Union, the United Kingdom, and even China as Canada looks for new trade partners to reduce its dependence on the United States. This would mark a dramatic shift in foreign policy, one that could redefine Canada's position on the global stage for years to come. Meanwhile, Trump's rhetoric continues to escalate. He has hinted at further trade restrictions, increased tariffs, and even policy changes that could impact the nearly 90% of Canadian exports that go to the U.S. The economic fallout could be devastating, forcing Carney or Poilievre, whoever wins, to make tough decisions quickly. The uncertainty surrounding this election makes it one of the most consequential in Canadian history. Will the Liberals successfully rebrand themselves under Carney's leadership, or will the Conservatives capitalize on public frustration and reclaim power? And beyond partisanship, what does Canada's future look like in an era where its largest trading partner is actively undermining its economic stability? We'll be covering every twist and turn of this dramatic political showdown right here on Focal Point. What do you think about Carney's rise to power? Will he be able to hold off Trump's economic and political pressure? Will Canadians rally around an economic expert, or will they choose a different path? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget, subscribe to Focal Point and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on this and other major political events shaping our world. Stay tuned for more analysis, and as always, thanks for watching.